Hello, welcome everyone. Get ready for a spicy class today. Our playlist is linked, so when you are ready to hit play, today's playlist is Arc'teryx Fam, Winter Warm-Up. So hitting play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we will make our way down onto our mats, but we're gonna start with something a little different today. So coming halfway down your mat, and then rolling up half of your mat. And then from here, coming onto your knees, you're gonna bring your mat right up to your hips. And then placing the mat there and lying down on top of it. So today's master shape that we're gonna be working on is called peacock, which will require some abdominal strength, but there will also be a little bit of compression in your abdominals. So once you make your way down here, you could rest your head down, your arms down. And I acknowledge that this is probably a little bit uncomfortable. So I invite you to explore breathing into other spaces in your body. Okay. If you're just joining us, here is a playlist. So what other parts of your lungs can you fill up besides the front half? Notice if there's any parts of your body that you could soften into. And then check in with yourself here. Notice your breath. Notice your thoughts. When we are faced with this discomfort, do you start to shift? Do you change your breath? Does your mind wander? There's no right or wrong, it's just noticing. Five more slow and intentional breaths here. Three more breaths. Here we go. And if you are just joining us, one more time, here's a playlist. And then unrolling your mat when you're ready. Introducing some movement through the middle of your body. So that might look like some cat-cow, a little more freestyle. Let's slowly warm up the body before we get flying and in our practice. So maybe instead of finding cat-cow, you need to shift your hips back into that shell stretch first. It's totally up to you on this Monday afternoon. Three more breaths. When coming to your neutral tabletop, untuck your toes, push your shins into the ground, maybe walk your hands a little bit closer towards you. So your shoulders are directly in line over your wrists. Toes are untucked, push your toes into the ground, hover your knees off. Yeah, maybe just an inch or so. And notice if your head's dipping down, looking to your knees. Can you look ahead to the top of your mat? Saying hello to your abdominals or waking up this morning, good. Keep your knees where they are. Tuck one foot, then the other. Still keep them hovered off the ground. Whew. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees go wide, big toes touch. Shift your hips back into your shell stretch. When you're ready, bring yourself back on up to tabletop. Gather your knees underneath you. This time, start with your toes tucked. Roll your shoulders back and down, and then hover your knees off the ground. It might feel nice, or it might not, to shift your weight forward and back, still keeping your knees hovered off the ground. The movement's coming from your toes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Find stillness. Untuck one foot, then the other. Ooh, hover your knees off the ground. Good job. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees go wide. Shift your bum back. Shell stretch. Bring yourself to a kneeling position, toes untucked. Maybe roll out your wrists a little bit. Gokumasana or cow face with your arms. Right arm reaches up. Left hand either grabs your right elbow, drawing it back behind, or left hand reaches around. Maybe your fingertips touch. If you're like me and you're kind of like leaning to one side, try and square your torso off to the front. And then notice if your heart is leaning towards the right or maybe to the left. Can you keep it square? And then lift your chin up. And now all you have to do is breathe. Take a gentle breath in and out. Right arm comes in front of your chest, left hand on your right tricep, bringing it across your body. Stretching through the top of your right shoulder here. Might feel nice to bring your chin over towards your right shoulder, looking down to the ground. And then release, roll your shoulders back and down a couple of times. And then when you're ready, switching sides, left arm is going to reach up. Right hand maybe grabs your left elbow. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna pull my hair back. So even though we've been at our desks maybe for a couple hours today, you might start to notice your low back already. So notice if you're popping and locking, pushing your chest forward, maybe you can actually soften through your tailbone a bit, staying a little bit more onto your bum. And then again, same thing. Where does your torso feel natural in space? And could you bring your chin up? Take a big breath in. Exhale, release. Left arm comes across your body. Oh, cracky, cracky. Yeah, so some people might feel a little bit more of a stretch if you grab more of your tricep. Some people prefer forearm. Maybe you want to grab that hand. Again, maybe your chin goes over towards your right shoulder. Release, shake out your wrists, shake out your arms, tuck your toes so all 10 toes are underneath you, stretching out the bottom of your feet. Reach your arms up, start to, what would you call this? Wave, kind of? Like you're waving like you're a baby. So clasping your hands into fists and open them wide. Warming up our forearms, our wrists. If your fingers are cold, this might warm them up too. Open them out wide at shoulder height. Whew. Maybe turning your palms facing up and down. Hands down beside you a little bit more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Shake out your hands. All right, let's do this. Make your way into your first down dog. So if Ujjayi breath is part of your practice, you can begin your audible inhales in and out through your nose. Find any movement here. And of course, if you'd first like to start in your child's pose or shell stretch, please feel free to do so. You have about 30 seconds here of freestyle, whatever you need, so it doesn't have to be 30 seconds in your down dog. Maybe find a three-legged down dog. Any movement that you need. Three more breaths. And then walk your feet up towards your hands, forward fold top of your mat. Let your head be heavy. You could grab opposite elbows. We're going to start to move and groove now. Place your left hand down on the ground. Right arm reaches up. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Roll out your right wrist here. Maybe gaze goes up to your fingertips. Release that hand down, switch sides. Left hand reaches up. One more time over to the right. One more time to the left. Fingertips down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Two more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Last one, breathe in. And out. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to standing. Arms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, hands down through heart center, back beside. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. This time, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back, high or low plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. We'll repeat that 2 more times. So take 3 breaths here, maybe pedal out your feet. Looking to the top of your mat, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale and exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms sweep up and out. Exhale, hands through heart center, back beside. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, option to step, jump, or float, high or low plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. This time, 2 cycles of breath. Big toes touch, deeply bend your knees, step, jump, float, feet to hands.
Float to the hand.
Inhale, halfway lift.
Inhale, halfway lift.
Exhale, fold. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. All right, that sequence one more time. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to standing. Arms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step, jump, float, high or low plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. 1 cycle of breath. Lower your knees down. Bring your left forearm down to the ground. Right fingertips come off your mat. Tent them out. You're going to shift your weight over to the left and reach your right leg up. So it's kind of like a variation of down dog, but here again, a little more freestyle movement. What do you need through your right hip? You can play around with squaring your hips or opening them wide. Just gonna be careful I don't knock over my print, catch fire to the building. So this will be part of our foundation for peacock and using the strength of our forearms. So notice if you're sagging in here and you're letting your head drop, push down through that forearm, good. And there's no right or wrong way of how you want to move right now. Extend your right foot down. Bring both forearms down to the ground and then come into a forearm plank. Rocking forwards and back, pushing through your feet. Again, notice if your head's dipping. Can you keep it lifted? Look forward, stay for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dolphin plank. So here you stay on your forearms, and it's kind of like down dog, but on forearms. Maybe walk your feet in a little bit. Ooh. Making up the back of your legs. Lower your knees down. Bring your forearms down parallel with the ground. If you want, you could bring your hands to touch. For now, keep them wide. Push down through your elbows. And maybe you can bring your knees to your outside of your arms. So this is called baby crow. And maybe your feet come off the ground. Maybe they don't. Might be easiest if you start resting your forehead down, lifting one foot then the other, and then maybe your head hovers off the ground. Whew. Good job. Push back, down dog. Pedal out your heels. Look to the top of your mat, step, jump, float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to standing, arms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, hands down through heart center, back beside. Good. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step back, high plank. Lower your knees down. This time come down onto that right forearm. Left tented fingertips off your mat. Left leg reaches up. And then again, find whatever movement you need to do. Could be circles with that knee. Could be reaching up and back. Leg could be straight, bent. Maybe rolling out your ankle. And bring that knee back down. Plant your palms. Straighten one leg, straighten the other. Forearm plank engagement through your core. So notice if your bum's shifting up high, try and keep it level with your hips. Pushing and rocking through your heels as if you're sawing a piece of wood. Stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back, dolphin plank. Last one, I promise. Whew. Bend into your knees, walk your feet in a little bit. Then lower your knees, slide your forearms a little bit closer towards you. Lean forward, maybe rest your forehead or chin or nose down. You just go to the outside of your hands. Maybe one foot comes off, maybe the other, baby crow. Fuck it, I don't have it in me, pardon my language. If you can, come on, stay here with me. Use your core strength. Oh. And then push back into your shell stretch. Knees go wide, big toes touch. Come back to your breath here. Maybe shift your weight a little bit side to side. Those baby crows, they sneak up on you, don't they? Reach your hands more forward, tuck your toes, push back, down dog. Look to top of your mat, step, jump, float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to standing, arms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, hands down through heart center, back beside. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step your right foot down and long, pivot your right foot down 45 degrees, rise on up, warrior one. So try and square your chest off to the front, and then really push down through your right outer arch. Generous bend in your left knee. Take a big breath in. Exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. When you're ready, open into your warrior two. Maybe roll out your wrists. Left forearm, left thigh, right arm either reaches up towards the ceiling or overhead, stretching through the side of your body. Push your hips forward. And then you have three options. Option one, stay here. Enjoy this stretch through that right hip flexor. Option two, maybe that left hand comes down to the ground. Or option three, Rebecca knows is your favorite, finding a bind, maybe your hands clasp. And again, there's no right or wrong way. If you get into one shape and you notice you can't maintain your even breathing, back out of it. Stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise back on up, warrior two. Keep a deep bend in your left leg. Right hand onto your right thigh, left arm reaches up, exalted warrior. Careful not to collapse into the right side of your body. So maybe keep your chest a little bit more lifted. Rise on up, warrior two. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the ground. Push back, high or low plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Shift the weight into your left foot. Inhale, right leg reaches high. Exhale, knee in towards your chest, planted by your right hand. Pivot your left foot down, rise on up, warrior one. So if you notice that your right knee is rolling inwards, try to keep pushing it outwards. Make sure you can see your right middle toe. Come back to your breath. Can you really zip up your hands, push your palms into one another? Reach a little bit higher. And then exhale, open wide, warrior two. Gaze is soft over your right hand. When you're ready, find your side angle, right forearm, right thigh, left arm reaches up or overhead. Stay here for a couple of breaths before you find your variation, your shape today. And stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise back up, warrior two. Set your foundation. Left hand onto your left thigh, right arm reaches up, exalted warrior. Keep that bend in your right knee. Try to breathe all the way down to your stomach. Notice where your mind goes when you're faced with this challenge. Can you be here in your body? Rise back on up, warrior two. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the ground. Push back, high or low plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, shell stretch. Knees go wide, big toes touch. All right, when you're ready, we are going to explore peacock. Yay! I know you're just as excited as I am. I made this class plan, and yet I am still absolutely petrified of this. But don't go into it with that mindset. We're gonna have fun. It's just about playing, right? Let's see what we're capable of doing today. Maybe it's more than yesterday. Heck, we've already done baby crow, so who knows what could be up next. So when you're ready, you bring your left forearm down, angled across your mat. Your right hand, you're gonna turn your fingertips towards you and try and bring your elbow close into your diaphragm towards your right hip. So what I find works best is actually inching my body a little bit more forward so I can rest more of my tummy on it. So that's why we started with our mat rolled up, so we could experience kind of that restriction through our diaphragm. So here we really use both arms. The wider apart they are, the more balance you will have. To start, I'm gonna bring my head down onto the ground, up to you. And then maybe you play around with lifting one leg up. And you can play around with what leg that will be, just so you can see. And then maybe you lift the other leg up too. Heck, maybe you do both at the same time. Oof. Remember to breathe. Bring yourself down. Okay, did anyone have any luck with that? If you did, I'm proud of you. If you didn't, I'm also proud of you. Holy moly. Okay. Ready? Let's try the other side. I don't know why I find this so funny. It's Monday. Let's just laugh at ourselves. Okay, right forearm comes down to the ground. Left hand turns in towards you. Maybe this side will be better. Who knows? All right, when you're ready, bringing that into your diaphragm. Maybe you can lift one leg. Maybe you can lift both. Ooh. Maybe your tummy's going gurgle, gurgle like mine. Maybe stay down on one knee. And then lower both knees down. Oh, shell stretch. Good job. We tried something new today. And bring yourself back on up to tabletop. Tuck your toes, push back, down dog. Walk your feet to your hands to your feet. And then heel toe your feet wide apart. Plant your palms firmly down on the ground and set yourself up for cobra. Nope, that's a lie. This is crow. So bringing your knees to the outside of your arms, leaning forward, gaze is way forward. Maybe you hover one foot off, maybe you hover two. Just play around here. Maybe it's just a toe that lifts off the ground. That's enough for today. Whew. Stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Heel toe your feet wide apart. Send your bum down. Sink into your malasana. Whoa, Nelly. Maybe roll out your wrists. Good job, everyone. Lower yourself down onto your bum. Plant your feet. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Plant your feet on the ground. Hands behind you. Draw your right knee in. Can you come onto your left tiptoes? So try and keep your chest where it is. You've rocked off your sitting bones, so you're more on your coccyx here. Lifting one knee at a time. In, 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 in. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Option to stay at this pace or double time, going in and in. Maybe both feet hover off the ground this time. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw your knees in towards you. Balance off your tailbone. Pull your shoulders back and down. Reach through the inside of your legs as if you're going for a happy baby. And then from here, maybe you bring your shins out 90 degrees. Lift through your heart. Can you take out the rounding from your upper back? You feel free to stay here, or maybe you take your peace fingers, hook them around your big toes, and you can play around with straightening out your legs. First, opening them nice and wide. Yep, keep your chest lifted. Remember to breathe. Draw your feet together. Maybe add a bend into your elbows, reaching your feet closer towards your face. Play around with opening your legs up wide. Woo! Draw them close. Knees in. Roll down onto your back. Good job, everyone. Since we've already done a little bit of work through our abdominals with a little bit of compression, we'll find an abdominal twist now. Opening your arms wide, draw your knees deep in towards you. And as you exhale, tip them over towards the right. So it's okay if that left shoulder comes off the ground here. The twist is coming from your center. Knees could be stacked or staggered. Same with every out breath, if you could soften here. Melt a little bit more of your upper back onto the ground. Gaze could slowly go towards the left. Stay where you are. Take a gentle breath in and out. Turn your palms so your hands are pushing down into the ground. Use your inhale, bring your knees back up through center. And then exhale, tip over to the left. And again, let gravity do the work. Let your breath do the work to slowly guide that right shoulder closer to the earth. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to touch. Taking this moment to be in awe of your body. Of everything it is capable of doing. And being in awe of yourself, of how far you've come in the last 6 months. Take a big breath in and out. Inhale, lift your legs back through center. Maybe exhale, come into your happy baby. Ooh. Rocking side to side. Plant your feet down on the ground, internal hip width distance apart. And then your heels are close enough so you can graze them with your fingertips. From here, plant down to your second toe mound on your both feet. Push your hands and triceps into the ground. Use your inhale to lift your hips up and vertebrae one by one. And if you notice those knees are splaying out wide, try and draw them slightly together. And see if you can continue to find a lift through your hips while softening your glutes. Feel free to stay here, or maybe you want to clasp your hands, rolling your shoulder blades closer together. And again, push down through all parts of your feet, your big toe mound, your pinky toe mound, your heels. Opening through your heart, your stomach, your hips. Stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release one shoulder, then the other, hands back down. Lower down, melt your spine. Heel toe your feet close together, knees go wide, opening your legs like a book. Maybe placing your hands on your body, down beside you or overhead. And as you lay here in this shape, I read this morning. I thought it was quite relevant. So stay where you are with a diamond shape with your legs. Awe is this moment of feeling small, but connected to something vast. In this moment in time, that's what we really need. We need to know we're one small person connected intricately to a vast network of people who are connected to something that's vaster than human, something bigger than us all. So taking this moment of feeling small but connected. There's so much bigger things at play, bigger parts of this world. And that humbling moment of recognizing how small we are, yet still oh so connected. Take a soft breath in, and then let it escape out your mouth. Gather your knees together like you're closing a book. Maybe heel toe your feet, mat width distance apart, windshield wiper your knees. And if there's any other final movement that you feel called to take, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, you can grab a warmer layer, whatever you need, and then make your way into your final shape. So for some of us, that might be lying on our backs, maybe your side. If you have the space, you could always do legs up the wall. Today, we'll take a little bit longer. We'll have about 5 minutes for our final portion of rest. So don't be afraid to adjust yourself halfway through. Or if you don't have to force yourself into like sitting on the cold floor, if you have a blanket, see in the room, it's okay, you can go grab it. Awe is this moment of feeling small but connected to something vast. We're one small person connected intricately to a vast network of people who are connected to something that's vaster than human, connected to something that's bigger than us all. Allow your eyes to be heavy in their sockets, your jaw loose. Your breath to be noticed on the front, the sides, and the back. Starting to deepen your breath. Finding some movement in your body. And take your time making your way on up to seated, where we will all meet. Hands in any shape that will honor your practice, honor your body and your breath. Closing out with one final breath, emptying your lungs. Breathing in and out. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for playing with me on this Monday. Thank you for trying something out. I hope that you all have a fantastic rest of your day.